Yo, what's going on, Vikings fans? Back again with another daily Minnesota Vikings video. It is Skol side here, and in today's video, we're going to be giving every single Minnesota Vikings draft pick rounds 1 through 4 a letter grade and be talking about them a little bit. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. I mean, overall, you gotta love this move if you're a Vikings fan. He fell to us. He's a stud receiver. I think he's way undervalued, actually. I think he's up there with the Judy, CeeDee Lamb, and Ruggs of the world. I think he's better than Ruggs. I don't know how Ruggs went way before him at 12. But, I mean, overall, man, I love this pickup. I feel like Justin Jefferson's going to come in and produce right away. I feel like a lot of people, again, I said this in the past, I feel like a lot of people think Burrow carried that LSU team. Nah, I think it was that Edwards running back guy and Justin Jefferson a wide receiver and the whole scheme that kind of carried him. Because people forget Burrow he was kind of a nobody before this year, just a 6th-round projected quarterback. Now he's the number 1 pick in the draft. I feel like that has a lot to do with Justin Jefferson. Yeah, you could say it the other way around. Justin Jefferson wasn't supposed to be nobody before this year. However, I think it was just Justin Jefferson's playmaking ability that changed all that. Overall, love this pick. A+. No debate on that. I mean, I absolutely love this pick with Justin Jefferson. He gets an A+. Now, with our second first-round pick, we traded down to get this guy to add more picks. We got Jeff Gladney, the cornerback out of TCU. Again, made a video about this guy as well, but pretty much, if you guys haven't watched that video yet, he is Zimmer's corner. I mean, we all know Zim. He loves his physical, in-your-face corners, and this guy just fits that perfectly. He's around 5'10". Maybe you could say that's a little undersized. However, this dude's just got raw talent. He's just got dog in him, which I love. I love these draft picks because a lot of these guys just have dog. They got this, like, toughness to them. I love this pick. I'm going to give this an A. I'm not going to give it an A+ just because I'm not going to give every pick an A+. I mean, Justin Jefferson, he's going to set the bar at an A+. Love this pick, though. I'm going to give Jeff Gladney this pick an A, cornerback out of TCU. Now, coming in the second round, traded up to get this guy, pick 58, Urza Cleveland, the offensive tackle from Boise State. Now, if you guys haven't, just go on Alexander Madison's Twitter, our backup running back who also went to Boise State. He has not stopped hyping Urza Cleveland up. He's a big boy, 6'6", around 310 pounds, and the thing that Madison raves about him is just his athleticism, which is great for my tackle position because overall we've had a small line in the past years and they've been able to be athletic. However, we haven't really had a mixture of power and athleticism that other lines have in the league, and I think Urza does that. Now, do I know if he's going to walk in day one and start at left tackle? I don't know. He has a lot to develop. He is a late 2nd-round pick. I'm not saying he has 1st-round talent, but I think he's very undervalued, and I think this was a great pickup. Fit the scheme that we needed to go. And honestly, going into this draft, what were our 3 needs? Our top 3 needs, like I said, was wide receiver, corner, offensive line. We handled all 3 of those in the first 3 rounds, or in the first 2 rounds, actually. And overall, I like this pick. I'm going to give this an A-. I got to see how he develops, honestly, as a player, see if that athleticism and power can translate to the NFL. And he overall, he seems like he has dog, good kid. I'm going to give Urza Cleveland this pick an A-. All right, now coming in the 3rd round, the guy we drafted out of Mississippi State with the 89th overall pick, Cameron Dantzler. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but oh my God, I absolutely love this guy. I love watching him. He's 6'2", 185 pounds. Jeez, I don't know what it is about him. I love watching his tape. Yes, his 40 time does not jump off the screen. It was a 4.64. However, he is physical. He's a big corner. Honestly, he kind of reminds me of a little bit of Rhodes in a way. I don't know if he's going to be Rhodes. I never know. But honestly, he kind of reminds me of the same build, same play style as Xavier Rhodes a little bit. However, he has kind of a toothpickish frame, so he could get pushed around a little bit if he doesn't add on physicality. However, his physicality will be a perfect fit on special teams. I feel like people don't really look at that. 6'2", can run down the field, has that dog in him too. He's slim, he can fly, even though his 40 is only a 4.64. However, I think Dantzler was a great pickup. Every single game in college, he did not let a receiver get more than 77 yards, which is insane. I feel like he's going to be a lockdown guy, more of a I'm going to trace this guy, get in your head type of move. The 2 corners we drafted, love them so far. Gladney and Dantzler. I'm going to give this move an A. Love this pickup. All right, guys, moving on. Now the next pick, this is now the 4th round. We picked up DJ Woonham, the defensive end out of South Carolina. DJ Woonham, he's a 6'5 guy, 260 pounds. And when I was looking into him, he won the FBS Comeback Player of the Year, which is also a great thing to see. I mean, it seems like that, like when you get those awards, it just seems like those Comeback Player of the Awards. It just really seems like no matter what, like these guys are gonna grind. They're gonna grind it out. I mean, honestly, I was looking at this guy's tape. Really good. He's got 4.7 40 speed, which is pretty good for a guy that's 6'5", 260. He's young. I feel like he's a guy that really Andre Patterson's gonna love. I feel like he's a guy that kind of not similar to Neal, but I feel like he's a guy where, I mean, yes, his bench was not that good, but he's a freak athlete, long arms, and very similar to Neal. Not on Neal's level, but he could be an experiment for Andre Patterson. Try to turn him into a beast. I think this move's a B+. Just because I think this move's going to be like a hit or miss. I think he could either completely flop or he could end up being a Pro Bowler, honestly. Like, just watching this dude's tape, sometimes he pops off the screen, sometimes he kind of stays hidden. Overall, I'm going to give this move a B+. I hope this guy works out. Love the guy. I cannot wait to actually watch this guy play in preseason. All right, now, the second out of our 3 first-round picks is my favorite pick of this entire NFL draft for the Minnesota Vikings. It is James Lynch, the defensive lineman out of Baylor. Now, guys, this dude, he is just so much fun to watch. He is energy. You guys will love him watching on every single Sunday for the Vikings. Hopefully he can get reps this year. He's 6'4", 290, really athletic. He was not that athletic in his early on seasons in college, but he's been slowly developing that. He seems like he is a perfect 3 technique for the NFL. He will be a 3 technique for the Vikings, and I think he'll learn from Michael Pierce, honestly, and his power, hand moves, and just overall his chase, his like anticipation, him sniffing out the play and all that. I mean, that got him 13.5 sacks as just a junior on Baylor's lockdown defense last year. Overall, love this move. A+. I think this guy could honestly be a day 1 starter, but he will learn from Michael Pierce and he will just develop. Love the move. A+ for this James Lynch guy out of Baylor. I cannot wait to watch him play. Okay, now the last pick that I'll be going over today is Troy Dye, the linebacker out of Oregon. Troy Dye, he's 6'3", 231 pounds, 4-year starter as a weak side linebacker at Oregon, who earned 3 straight second-team All-Pac-12 honors. Last year, he made 84 tackles and 8 tackles for loss. He did that in every single season he started. His role for the Oregon Ducks often put him on tight ends, which honestly I like. He's got good size, a little smaller than Barr, pretty good weight on him. He can move really well. I feel like this guy's more of like a project where he can like come in and he'll be in certain packages, certain defensive schemes this year. Overall, I like the pick. I think it's a B+. I don't think this is really like, this is our 3rd, 4th round pick. You don't expect the world out of these guys, but I can see this guy being a good third option eventually in the future if Wilson doesn't work out or Gideon doesn't work out. I mean, compare him with Barr and Kendricks. I mean, this guy could really do some damage. I like the pick. Long-term play here. Love this guy. These guys, all these picks seem like they're really good guys. Love the move here. I'm going to give this move a B+. Troy Dye, linebacker out of Oregon. Anyways, for the whole first 4 rounds, I'm going to give this overall an A. I mean, we really have to give it up to Rick Spielman as Vikings fans right now. He really knocked this draft out of the park. I know I'm very optimistic with the Vikings as a whole, but, I mean, I'm going to tell it how it is. And right now, the Vikings, they're really setting themselves up to have a successful year. Love the moves. Would love to hear from you guys down in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for daily Minnesota Vikings videos. Huge videos coming out this week. Please stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Remember to subscribe.